So, full disclosure on our methodology. We are hyper-personalized and customized. We don't go choreography. We don't believe in choreography and one-size-fits-all approaches, right? We are centered in learning via guided discovery and learning through the awareness. I'm not saying this is what you should be. I'm just saying this is full disclosure. This is where I'm at. So you might go, well, I don't exactly agree with that. Hey, you have my full approval to do just that. I don't agree with that, Ron. Let's go. Good. I take no offense. Not even a little bit. None offense. I just want you to know where I'm coming from so I don't sneak up on you. This is what I believe, right? You don't go to church and the pastor goes, well, I kind of like Jesus. It can't be that, right? You need full disclosure. We're a constraint-led facility. That's the reason we have connection balls and connection clubs. We're not a place of verbal instruction. Our staff does a really, really, really good job of not throwing up on the athlete, right? We're not verbal instruction. Proceed, because by the way, if you're verbal instruction, we do it. Why do we do it? Because verbal is the most efficient way of communicating. And I tell my people, and I think almost all of you are married. Are you married there, son? Okay. You might want to write this down. This will help you, right? Right? Have you ever tried to be, we all have, by the way, have you ever tried to be efficient with your significant other? How'd that work out? Not well. Ever. People don't like to be managed. We like to be led. We like to have a shared, so don't be efficient with people, be effective with people. So what's more effective? Asking questions. Way more effective. Right? Just write that down. Put a circle on it, coach, because when you get married, like I'm gonna say, refer to page 3. Right? If you're sleeping on the couch, refer to page 3. I'm not sure it'll get you off the couch, but maybe it'll get you away from it the second time. Am I right, Michael? Michael said, yeah. All right. Attaboy. Now, we are a neuromuscular blending and transfer-centered organization. I'll talk to you about that at length here. We really believe in blending. For that concept, I think you're going to like it. For most of you know what it is. Instead of a purely drill or rote repetition centered, we are athlete autonomy, self-exploring environment instead of closely controlled or regulated environment. We're obsessed with being a specialist in pitching preparation and continually adding to that specialty. So here's the application. There are 6 parameters, and so I think this is the most important one. This, of all the slides, I would like you to circle this, put a star by it. Okay. There are 6 parameters. And Kendra, this is softball pitching as well. There's 6 parameters. There's anything that's other than that will fit inside these 6, right? Mindset, that's strategic, emotional, tactical, all that's mindset, right? Arm health and durability. Recovery, consistency of execution. Be the same guy or same gal every outing. Velocity, creation, and maintenance. Command of all individual offerings. We're going to try to win the battle to 3. I'm going to explain that in a second. And deception, creating, swing and miss, avoiding 100% barrel match. So I want you to think about this. We're not going to just skip through this. I want you to think about this for a second. I want you to do it. We're going to do a little self-analysis. I'm not going to look at it. I want you to kind of have a moment of self-reflection. Of your pitching athletes, I want you to scale it 0 to 10 on how well you're preparing them in these 3 things. How well? 0, not at all. You don't touch it. you don't even, and 10 mean you don't think anybody in the world, and I'm saying this so you realize that I'm trying to get you not to say 10, that nobody in the world does it better than you, right? So let's go through mindset. Your pitchers. If you're a head coach, it might be players, but I'm just talking specifically about pitchers today. Mindset. How, and I'm going to share with you, the good thing is you might go, Ron, how do you do that? Well, I'm glad you asked. We're going to go over that. I'll give you some ideas, but how well do you do that? It doesn't matter. It does not matter if you are the pitching coordinator of a major league organization, or you're an academy owner, or you're a high school coach or a college coach. What are you doing for the mindset of your pitchers? Are you developing it at all? Or you just go, I'm just recruiting really mentally tough people. Yeah. That's why they have Navy SEAL training. And a lot of people, as you know, a lot of bad guys don't make it through Navy SEAL training. They ring the bell, right? They know. They're tough. But the Navy SEALs want a different level of mindset, right? Okay, what about arm health and durability, right? So you're saying, well, Coach, we do arm care. Oh, yeah, I mean, that counts. Like, it's not a 10, but it counts as it keeps you out of the 0, right? What about recovery? What do you do post-throwing? How do you view, Coach Massey is going to go a whole presentation on just recovery. Now, some of you just think, like, recovery to most people is, like, what do you do after you pitch? That's certainly part of it, but there's way more to recovery than that. Remember, I go back to that bike, I'm going to keep referring to the videos that I showed you. Recovery is going to be really important for a cyclist, too. They brought along the pillows for the people to sleep because you're not going to be as good. Now, I know, Coach, you're thinking, I can't control how my people sleep. You're right. You're right. But are you even addressing it? I never had a coach. Now, I know I'm 64, so as my son will tell you, I was born the same year they invented rope. The deal is, are you addressing it? I never had a coach ever address it. Now, maybe you guys do because you're more progressive and thoughtful than my coaches were, but did you ever have a coach tell you had to? No. The only coach I said is like, my college coach is like, gentlemen, we're on the road, stay in. That was his recovery talk is stay out of the bar, into the hotel. That's his recovery talk, right? So basically, we're saying let's get 9 hours of sleep, which I think a couple of my teammates got 9 minutes of sleep, which was a problem. Command, another offer, velocity creation and maintenance. Command of all individual offerings. Now, for some of you coaches, you have players that are going for training somewhere else, like they're going for lessons, and so I know you're not going to control all that, but is there elements that you can do to help supplement that or round that out, right?